Hey you guys, it's Thang. So it is almost at the end of the year and I was actually gonna do a list of top 10 favorite plants that I bought this year. But unfortunately I bought way too many plants and I can't really narrow it down. So I'm just gonna put my top 10 plus or my favorite plants, most favorite plants that I got this year alone. And I want to show it to you. Plus also, it will allow me to use this thing. Oh, buddy, you just woke up, right? Oh, my cat just woke up. Anyways, it also allows me to use this. This is like one of those display pedestal where you put it on and it just rotates. So I want to use that. So yeah, I'm excited. Okay, so let's start in no particular order at all, and you guys let me know how you feel about this rotating display unit right here. I think I like it very much, but it's not very centery. But that's okay. Anyways, do you guys like it? Let me know what you think of it. Okay, so this first one is called Gasteria Royal Highness Variegata. I actually didn't know the name of what this Gasteria was until I had to manually look it up myself, because unfortunately, like, there's a lot of undocumented hybrids of Gasterias and variegated forms of it, so it's hard for me to find out which one this was. But after looking through a lot of pictures, I ended up with the Gasteria Royal Highness, because the texture of the leaves looks almost exactly the same. The feel of the leaves look exactly the same. Thickness feels almost exactly the same too. So I'm gonna go with the Gasteria Royal Highness Variegata, and I really like this plant because it came in super orange, super pink, super coral as well. It's fully rooted now, so it is drinking that water, so you can see the green that's coming back on it. But during the summer, you kind of like don't water it, so that way it can stress out more, and then it'll give you these really beautiful colors. So I'm hoping that during this summer I don't water too much, and then it'll come back with these like beautiful orangey coral color that you're kind of seeing right now. So that's why I love it. I bought it. I love it, and here it is. Okay, so this next Gasteria is called Gasteria Batesiana Black Variegata. And the reason why I got it, I actually don't know how I got this plant itself, but it seems like I got this plant, and I really like it because when it stresses out, you can see this beautiful orange, pinkyish coral type of color, plus also it has that green and also has that yellow as well, right? But during the summer heat, summer sun, that green turns to black. Everything is just out of this world gorgeous. It is returning back to normal colors because like I've been it is fully rooted now, and it's drinking back that water, and it is, it's indoor and it's not very stressed out. It's in its perfect temperature for it to grow and take up that water. So now it is just kind of like returning back to normal, but it is beautiful. It is gorgeously beautiful. And this is one of the reasons this is one of my favorite plants that I got this year. It is just absolutely stunning. Okay, so this Sansevieria is called Sansevieria Yellow Rose. No, there's no variegation. It's just called Sansevieria Yellow Rose. It was up for sale last, I think, the fall pre-order, and it was actually quite pricey. I don't blame people for not buying it. That's totally understandable. Hopefully the price goes down next year, but it is one of those kind of beautiful plant that you don't know it's beautiful until somebody has it, and then they let it grow old. That's probably one of the reasons why I like it, because I can see what it looks like through the pictures, and they were showing me adult forms of it, and I kind of see that it is kind of greenish at the moment because it has finished drinking its water. It's not stressed out or anything. There's no full sun, but once it grows a little bit, and hopefully by next summer, we'll see what it truly looks like in my balcony. So I really like this plant itself. Okay, so this plant is called an Echeveria cream puff. It was in my phase when I like what's that, chevron core vex core concave type look to the Echeverias, and that's one of the reasons why I bought it. It does stretch out quite a lot, and unfortunately I've been watering it on top of the leaf, so it kind of like died out a little bit, but whoops, it's super easy to propagate anyways, so I'm okay with that. But it's supposed to be like really full looking. Not right now because it's just looking kind of like not that great, but it is one of my favorite plants that I did get this year. I love the weirdness to this plant. You know, it's one of those ones where you don't know what it is until you come across it, and then you just kind of like what it looks like, and you just buy it, and then it just rewards you after some time. I don't know how to describe it. But it is pretty wonderful in person. It kind of sucks on camera. But in person, it's actually really, really nice. Okay, so this ginormous plant is called an Aloe or Gasteraloe Twilight Zone, and it is pretty spectacular. Look how lacy that looks like. It is a Gasteraloe, but it's also called an Aloe Twilight Zone. So both of them works perfectly fine. But look, oh, that looks so cool, right? It is variegated, so it is Margaritifera type of variegation, and it looks pretty spectacular. I don't really know what it looks like during the summer, but I can probably tell that it does have that pink, that coral orange type of look when it's stressed out. So hopefully during this summer that's coming up, I'm gonna stress it out and make sure let's see how well it looks, because I think it's gonna look spectacular during summer. That's probably the reason why I bought it, because I have seen pictures of Aloe Twilight Zones online, and there are orangeness to it. Right, so this is probably one of my other favorite plants. I know Sean was like, "Why didn't you tell me this was for sale?" I'm like, "Oh, I thought you saw it." I'm like, and he's like, "Sometimes I don't see even half of the things you post." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Well, anyways, so this is one of them. I believe he's getting it next year, but I got this year. It's just really nice to have. It's beautiful. Let me show you what it looks like. That is pretty gorgeous, right? That is pretty gorgeous. I love this one. Okay, so this one is called a Euphorbia Neriifolia crested Variegata. So I really like this one because of its beautiful foliage that it has on top. I would have actually showed you the Posonii, but I didn't get that this year. I got this year, and I think I was the last few people to get this because I always put my buyers first. So unless it's a plant that I truly want, that I wanted for a long time, I let people buy before I do. I don't buy anything until everybody's received theirs, and then I buy it last, right? So everybody's been buying this one for about 4 years now. And I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe I should buy one myself and see how it goes. And I really like it. It's been spectacular. The foliage is giving me some what's that word I'm looking for in the gay term dictionary? Extravaganza. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Don't revoke my gay card. But yeah, it's giving me this really extravaganza look. Oh my god, I love it so much. But yeah, it's beautiful. Look, let me show you closer. That is gorgeous, right? Yeah, it's one of the many reasons why you should get this plant. Sometimes the plant itself is not variegated, but the leaves are variegated. And this is a crested form too, so it's not even a regular variegated form. It's a crested variegated form. Very beautiful. Love this one. So glad that I did get this plant this year. Okay, so this is a Sansevieria Milano. It is one of the bluish gray Sansevieria collection that I've been trying to collect for quite some time now. So I have the Channin, the Chofraya, the Dancing Dragon, and now Milano. I'm missing one of them, which my seller has not been able to get his hand onto, but one day. But anyways, but this does complete 4 out of 5 plants that I do have from this collection itself. I really like this plant because it has that bluish gray color to it. Not only that, it is smooth. Like the texture in it is super smooth. It is smoother than a twink's bottom. Oh my god. You have no idea how smooth this is, and it will stay smooth forever, unlike a twink. But yeah, it's super nice, and it has like these really red ridges like on the side right there, and it's very beautiful to look at, right? And then when you look at from the top view down, that is pretty gorgeous. It's very symmetrical, very symmetrical looking, you know. But yeah, I think I need to water it just a little bit more because it seems like it is underwater now. You can tell by if it's like, raisoninging. You get like these markings. That means that it is a little bit dehydrated, so I have to water a little bit more. Usually during the summertime, I water twice a week. During the wintertime, when it's indoor, I only water once a week. It will make it through, don't worry. But I really love this one. This is all gorgeous. Okay, so one of the newer types of plants that I've gotten this year, actually, you know what's, it's funny. I've had these type of plants for quite a while, but I'd never known how to pronounce their name. It's pronounced Scindapsus. I used to pronounce it Scindapsus cat, because I didn't know how to pronounce it before until like I watched people and they're like, oh, it's pronounced Scindapsus. Scindapsus, not Scindapsus. Anyways, I've had quite a few of these before, and I really like them versus the pothos because the leaves are more velvety and leathery to feel. Plus, also in the indoor environment, it grows a little bit slower than pothos do, and also the leaves are a little bit bigger. I know pothos leaves can be gigantic, but growing them in an apartment or a house, they're smaller. But anyways, these are a little bit bigger than the pothos leaves that I have, and I really like it. So this one is called Scindapsus Jade, Satin, Variegata. You see how beautiful this leaf is? That is gorgeous. And so story behind this is that I was gonna sell this to somebody because they ordered it, but then in the end they canceled it. So I guess I just kept it. I mean, I was gonna order another one for myself anyways, but this was already like rooted and acclimated, so they would have had a really nice Scindapsus. Look how beautiful this is the new leaf. That is beautiful. That's the old leaf, right? And then it has a brand new one coming back there. Very beautiful plant itself, and it's probably one of the reasons why I do enjoy Scindapsus, especially this one. Okay, so if you've already watched my Haworthia collection, you know which one this is. This is the Haworthia Baccata Variegata. I've gotten it this year. I think I gotten it this year. I don't remember. Let's just say I've gotten it this year. But I've gotten it in, and I thought it reverted back because, sometimes when the plant grows, the baby does not look like its mother leaves, But after a while, I didn't even notice. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put this in the corner. I don't care. I'm kind of upset with it. After that, and then I believed when it was in August or September, when I was kind of preparing things to bring in, it rewarded me with this beautiful side of variegation. Look, that is gorgeous, isn't that? That is gorgeous. Sometimes you just gotta trust the process and just let it do its thing, right? Look at the top. That doesn't look variegated, but it's just one of those things where it's like, peekaboo, I see you, surprise, mofo, I'm beautiful, right? So you gotta like trust the process, let it do its thing. As long as the genetics in there, it'll come out beautiful. Like that is utterly gorgeous. I love this one so much. Okay, so another Haworthia that I love it's hard for me to pronounce the name. It is Haworthia Margaritifera Variegata, and I really love this one because I love hardleaf Haworthia, especially the variegated ones. Oh my god, thanks, stop, just love variegated stuff all the time. So does everybody. Okay, anyways, I love this because of the scaly type of leaf that it has. Look at those tiny little pearls. It reminds you of a Haworthia pumila, and this is probably crossed with Haworthia pumila and Haworthia fasciata or attenuata, but it is beautiful, isn't that? It is beautiful. Okay, so one of the main things that I always tell people, I know I keep telling this, is that you shouldn't worry about how much variegation these type of Haworthia has, because one, the top can either revert back to normal if it's too much variegation, or it can keep going and it just like variegates quite a lot right here, right? Or that the pups that comes out right here are half variegated, not so much variegation, or even full variegation, right? So that's the thing. Like these Haworthia pups quite a lot, and it is one of those things where you shouldn't worry about how much variegation you have on these Haworthia itself. It will just surprise you. So that's why I always tell, whenever people tell me I want the most variegated, I just ignore them. Because it's really silly. It's really silly because it's the variegation is just on some of these, the majority of these are just total random, right? Some of them, particularly some of them, you know, if they ask for one that's very variegated, it does have its own price category. But the majority of these, you know, they're just random, so who cares? But I love it. I love this one. I actually have to repot this one, but it is beautiful. Love it so much. Okay, so I also have Hoya's Queen in my collection. I know, it's so weird. You have so many things in your collection. Anyway, this is one of my favorite ones that I got this year from a Hoya. This is Hoya no Carnosa Nova Ghost. I like the small little waxy leaf, and it's a little splashy, and it's a random. That's why I like it a lot more than other, I guess, type of Hoyas. I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy, but it's just spectacular and it's doing really well. Hopefully it's gonna give some babies out. It is growing. The leaves are just really beautiful, like spectacularly beautiful. I love it so much, right? So this is like in the top shelf of my my tropical cabinet, but it's just stunning, and that's why I bought it. I just love it. I love it so much. I have no other words for it. I'm waiting for it to grow more. That's the thing. I'm just waiting for it to grow more. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Just wait. Okay, so this Hoya is called Hoya Verticilata Tanggamus. So story behind this was that somebody wanted to buy it. It's always I know, it's always like that. Somebody wants to buy a plant, they end up not buying the plant, and then Thang has to buy the plant. Well, anyways, I am actually happy that I did get this plant, not because it is like gorgeous. I mean, it's gorgeous in its own way. That let me show you. Okay, so the leaves itself, there's nothing really, you know, stunning about the leaf. I mean, it's okay. The leaves are stunning, but girlfriend, the leaves are thick. You see that? The leaves are thick. This leaf is so thick, and the texture on it, it's very beautiful. Right? It's very veiny. Like this is probably what the Hulk's things look like. It's very veiny. It's very firm. It's very hard. It's just very thick. You know, if you wanted to imagine what the Hulk's nether region looks like, it's probably this. You know, very veiny, very thick, very firm. That's why I like it. That is, you know, it's not as old as this one on the bottom. I thought the bottom leaf was going to die, but I guess it's not going to die. But yeah, that's why I like this one a lot. It doesn't have to be spectacular, right? It just has to have like some nice feature in it, like this leaf. That's why I like it. Spin, but it was gonna look like this, so that kind of looks stupid. Anyways, this one is called an Echeveria Pearl Thriller. It's been on Facebook shared for quite a while, for about 3 to 4 years, but no one ever knew what its name is, or no one ever kind of gave it a name, but the name has been given. But yeah, the feature of it is gorgeous, isn't that? Look at that. Look at all the bumps it has. That's why it's called a pearl thriller. Echeveria pearl thriller. So yeah, this is nice. And then I actually bought two of these because I didn't want like one to come in dead. It's like, it's kind of, I have to buy two or more, right? Just so that, oh, look at that fang down there. Look, hold on, I don't know, can I show you? Like that? Right there, these two? Oh man, that looks cool. Yeah, I always like things when it's strange and odd like this too. Part of one of the reasons why I like this plant. Yeah, well, I don't have anything else to say about it, so I just really like it. It looks really cool. Can't wait until it grows a little bit older. And bigger too, and bigger. Okay, so this bundle of joy right here is called Ceropegia, or the strings of heart plants. Its name, the pronunciation of it is Ceropegia, and I've gotten a bunch of them this year because someone keeps messaging me and they're like, look at all these cute penis flower plants. I'm like, oh my god, I love them so much. So there is a huge variety of Ceropegia, which I call them personally penis flower plants because their flowers looks like penis. You know what? I didn't actually come up with that. My very close friend that I usually give plants to, right? And I gave her one of those strings of hearts Variegata plants, and then she sent me a picture one time where it was flowering. She's like, it looks like a tiny penis. I'm like, oh my god, it does look like a tiny little penis. So I've been calling these plants penis flowering plants because their flowers look like tiny little penises. Anyways, there are a bunch of different varieties in here. I'll show you some of the flowers on them. They look spectacular. I believe this one right here, this oogly one right here, well, I call them poop sticks. So these are poop sticks, penis flowering plants. Poop sticks. That one right there has a really gorgeous red flower, and I really like it. So that's why I got that. But these ones are in this pot because they have actually a very small rooting system. They're not very big, so you don't want them to be in a big rooting pot when they're still small, right? But a lot of them, oh my god, I'm excited because they look like they're so cute. So they look like fun poop sticks. You got green poop sticks, you got like brown poop sticks, you got green monstery poop sticks, you got like some smooth brown poop sticks everywhere. The flowers penises. Oh my god, nature is crazy. Nature is super crazy, but I love these so much. Okay, so this is the last plant that I do want to show you. I actually just recently got this in. This plant is called Aloe TCT Tempura. I've always loved the Aloe series and I've always loved TCT plants, but I've never, I guess, pulled the trigger because it's just so expensive. But I pulled the trigger on this because I love the dwarf aloes and I love their tiny little teeth that it has. This has very tiny little teeth, and it looks like it's properly named. It's called tempura because it looks like tempura in the summer, and the tiny little teeth leaves that you see will turn pinkish coral color. It is magnificently spectacular, and I really love this one so much. Look how gorgeous all those tiny little teeth. I can't wait until this grows old because I do have other TCT plants, but not as expensive as this one. I have the Blue Angel, which is really magnificently great, but this one, Tempura, is just out of this world beautiful. I don't know if I can zoom in like that, right? Oh man, I probably can't. Hold on. Let me try to zoom in. Let me see. Oh my gosh. Like that is look at all that. right? I love this plant so much. Look how gorgeous that looks like. Look how gorgeous that, oh, that looks like. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Right? Yeah, this is the reason why I love cultivars plant. Like especially this one. It's just, it takes a lot of time and energy to be able to select, you know, this from like probably thousands, hundreds or thousands of like seedlings. Very absolutely just magnificent. Is it worth the money? Probably, if you're really into it, right? Probably. But I'm more than happy with this plant. I think it is kind of rooting at the moment. It is in perfect temperature right now for it to grow and root. And yeah, I can't wait for the summer to come for this plant to look magnificently spectacular. Anyways, so that is going to be it for my top favorite plants that I've gotten this year. Let me know which one is your favorite from my list, and let me know which one is your favorite from your own list. You know, which plants do you like the most that you've gotten this year? But I'm pretty sure your list is probably all of them. All of them are my favorite. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Remember to press like, subscribe, comment down below, and I guess later. Love you, bye. Buddy, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Catgrass is not ready for you yet. Oh, okay. Well, I'll let you do your thing. I gotta do some video stuff, okay, buddy? Wow.